Financial freedom for beginners. How did Kim Sae Ron end up like this? Kim Sae Ron is a Korean actress celebrity, and she committed suicide on February 16, 2025. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 biggest mistakes that you can avoid to succeed in your life. And I'm going to tell you the story about Kim Sae Ron and how the story started and what happened and how did she make the extreme choice of committing a suicide. Welcome to my channel, world traveling millionaire, stock investor and option trader. So in life, it's very important to make the right choices. And there are so many beautiful people who made the wrong choices. And there are also so many smart people who made the wrong choices. So they never achieve financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom. So I achieved financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom before the age of 30. So I'm going to tell you what you can do so that you can achieve the same way. So now we're going to look at the story and what happened, how it started. It started in 2022, May. And what happened was that there was a DUI accident. Kim Sae Ron drove the car under the influence, so she hit the transformer. So she had to pay fines quite a lot, and she also had to compensate 57 businesses that because the electricity went out and for about 3 hours they could not operate the business, they could not accept credit card, stuff like that. So yeah, so personally she had to compensate. So how can you avoid that situation? In case this can happen to anybody, right? In case you need to pay for somebody, so how can you make somebody else pay for your liability? I'm going to talk about it. So look at it. She hit the car. Look at the transformer. So transformer, she hit it. So she had a long legal burdens for about 1 year. So at the end of the legal burden, and she basically had to pay around 14,000 US dollars, 20 million Korean won. Plus she had to compensate the businesses, but she took responsibility for it, right? She faced financial difficulties. That's why she had to work part-time job. And the most important thing is that lots of the funds online, they throw her and they put nasty comments, everything. Yeah. So do you know her? If you know her, are you her fans? Comment down below. Do you think that people put nasty comments should be banned or should be sued legally? What do you think about it? Because nasty comments can put somebody's life in jeopardy, like this, commit suicide. Because Korean society, they are really harsh on celebrities that make mistake. Especially if they are not your fans. If they are other celebrities' fans, they're gonna attack you for that. So she struggled financially quite a lot. And also, if somebody knows that she's working at a cafe, they're gonna make problems, and cafes has to fire her, or she had to leave the cafe because of that. And her agency, gold medalist, also terminated the contract because of that accident. So yeah, you can imagine she's only 22 years old at the time of accident. So she is one of the youngest Korean actresses. So quite popular before the accident. So do not drink, okay? But one thing I like about her is she took the responsibility. So the next day, she posted a handwritten letter. That should not have happened. There is no excuse for it. I'm so sorry that it happened. She apologized. She's taking herself responsibility, which is very rare, especially for a young lady like her. So I really, that could be really, really respectful of her to do that. And I believe that if somebody is making amends, apologize sincerely, fans should forgive her, right? But that did not happen that way, and she made another mistake. She had her 22nd birthday 2 months later. Her birthday is July 31st. So after May, just after the accident, just 2 months after, she had a birthday party at the bar, and she also invited people to bring alcohol. So because of her accident occurred because of alcohol. So why did she do that? Yeah, her parents should have cautioned her. Should have warned about it. It's really important. The family is really, really important, because that's gonna hold it together. If you make something bad, family is gonna be there to guide you. So a good family, a good leader is very important in the family. And yeah, on March 8, 2023, and prosecutor asked for 20 million won, so 14,000. And she, of course, due to financial difficulties, requested a fine of 4 million from Mr. A. So there was another guy in her car riding. So she requested a fine from him too. So I'm thinking, hey, there's a guy in the car. Why did he not tell her, hey, don't drive today. Let's take Uber. Or let's take a train, whatever, right? Why would you let a lady drive? So, ladies, it's very important for you to have a good leader, man. A leader has to be really, really know how to tell you, and he has to have a command. He has to have authority in order to tell you that. So always go out with a man that you respect. That you're gonna listen to him and make sure that he's a good man, so he's gonna make the right choices like I do. I will never tell ladies in my family or my girlfriends, hey, to drive when she's drinking. I'm just gonna tell, hey, let me drive. Or you know what, let's take Uber, whatever. If we go to bar together, let's take Uber. I'm gonna take care of it, don't worry about it. I'm gonna send you home, right, safely. That would not have happened. 14,000 is quite a lot, 20 million won, close to 14,000. So she's cute, beautiful, young. She has a long career ahead, and people make mistake, right? And she's a breadwinner. So she's the eldest daughter of the 3 daughters. So she needs to make a living for her family. So I can't imagine her financial difficulties, and also her challenging life because of accident. But one respectful thing that she did not do is because she did not do OnlyFans, right? She did not go into prostitution because of financial difficulties. I respect that. So ladies, no matter what happens in your life, do not do prostitution. Do not go into OnlyFans. Yeah, you can make lots of money doing that, but you will lose your dignity. You will lose yourself at the end. At least she died respectfully, with dignity, because she did not do all these things. But personally, I believe that, because she's so beautiful, I'm sure she can easily date millionaires or billionaires. For ladies, beauty is your superpower, right? You can be 18 years old, 19 years old. You don't even have a graduation certificate. You don't even need to have a degree to be able to date millionaires, billionaires. And man, we cannot do that, right? We can't do that. So that's your superpower. So you want to get married or what? When you are 18 plus, 20 plus, just look for good men, a millionaire. If you're beautiful, doesn't matter if you're beautiful or not, always look for millionaires, because millionaires become millionaires because he provides more value to the society, and he needs to change his habit. I mean, as a millionaire myself, I know how difficult it is to become a millionaire. I have to carry all my bad habits, right, to become a millionaire. So because you're choosing a millionaire, you can be sure that most of his habits already gone. You can be sure that he has more good habits that you like, good characters that you like, than bad characters that you can possibly ignore, right? So that's why, if you are ladies, always choose the millionaires, right? That's very important. And yeah, the last she posted this letter. She only posted 2 photos before she passed away because she had to disappear from the public. Like she tried to make some videos and movies, and public has been nasty, doesn't give her a chance for that. That's so sad, you know. If you live in society that people do not forgive, and nobody died in that accident. Nobody died. That's one good thing. But I believe that, you know, people should get second chances, right? And she's remorseful. She apologized. She did compensation. If she did not do any of these, I could understand if public fans do not forgive her. You see, she even have to turn off her comment sessions because other people have been really nasty for that. You see, yeah, I know. If you're a celebrity or if you're a famous person, just learn to ignore all these comments, you know, nasty comment for that. These are the photos before the accident. So she only posted 2 photos, you know, after the accident. That's pretty sad. So what would you have done if you were her? Comment down below. And what she should have done. And this is my Instagram if you want to follow my style restore options. And always have insurance, right? I'm sure in every country have liability insurance. In the United States, it's $25,000 per person if you incur bodily injury to somebody else, and $50,000 per accident for bodily injury, but $25,000 for property damage. But you can always increase your liability just by paying a little bit more of insurance, and then it's going to be worth it. And you can also get a universal liability insurance as well. Always get it, remember, especially if you want to become a millionaire before 30. So I made the right choices, so that's why I became a millionaire and achieve financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom before 30. And the next thing, the 3 biggest mistakes you need to avoid if you want to be a millionaire. Stop smoking because it's gonna affect your lung and you're gonna incur huge medical costs in later part of the life after a few years. Then it will be very hard for you to become a millionaire if you have to pay doctors. And plus, if you're a man, you're gonna have a hard time getting erection because you smoke, right? If you smoke, if you're a lady, it's really bad for your child. You may not even have a chance to have babies, right? You don't want to do that. Stop drinking, stop using drugs, okay? They cause you to make the biggest mistake. And another mistake is not using protection, right? You can have sex with somebody, but if you contract HIV or AIDS, then your life is gone. You need to pay all these medicine, right? Medication. And plus, if you have a baby, then you need support, child support. So stop. Do not make these 3 mistakes. And what everybody should do. These things can happen to anybody, right? You can lose your job anytime. And people can fire you for no reason. Let's say you are so good at your job, your colleagues get jealous. They can put the blame on you, and you could get fired for no reason. Or maybe you could get fired because you're getting older. Anything can happen. You may be following the traffic law. If somebody hits you and you get into an accident. So how can you avoid? How can you succeed in life to prepare for all these unforeseen accidents, right? You can start investing in stock. In January 1st to January 31st, 20 trading days, I made over 100,000, right? It's very hard for me to get depressed. Depression is quite deadly, right? I don't know about depression because I never had it, because I always strive for the best. I had ambition in my life. Make sure you have ambition, that you want to take care of your parents, you want to have a big ambition in your life. And second thing is very important, have a very close family ties, or have somebody to support you emotionally, man or woman, doesn't matter. And the third thing is very important is if you are rich, it's very, very hard for you to get depressed, right? If you have these three things, very, very difficult for you to have a depression. So how can you get started? You can invest in S&P 500. You can just start with $300 a month, $10 a day. So if you get started, this is from US government website, invest.gov, and compound interest, right? Calculator. You contribute only $10 a day, then $300 a month. So in 36 years, S&P 500 return about 10%, right? So I put 10% in return. So you will have made over $1 million. You will have become a millionaire. So you're gonna ask me, oh, Master Rich, I don't want to wait 36 years. So I want to make it in 10 years. So how much do I need to invest? So just change the number, 10 years, and I got the number already, 5,500 a month, and you could possibly get 1.05 million in 10 years, 1.05 million in 10 years. So how could you decrease the amount? I don't want to put so much money. It's really hard for me to put 5,500 every month, right? It's okay. You can increase your return, because my return last year was 100%. I used stock investing, call option, put options, advanced option. These four scales that I return over 100%. For 401k, I use my own stock investing scale, 63.1%. Just in 1 year, 2024, 1 year, look at that. So let's say you could only return 30%. Just to be safe, you already studied stock investing, call option, put option, advanced option from me and from my channel. You could return 30%. Then your amount is going to be down to 1950 within 10 years. So you just need to save about 35% before you knew these scales. If you know these scales, stock investing, call option, put options, advanced options, you just need to save 1,950 amount in S&P 500, or to use options to return 30%, and you will have been a millionaire in 10 years, right? So let's say you could return like 99.99 because you want to join my mentorship call, once a month, twice a month. You can join my mentorship call. The link is going to be in the description down below. In that situation, if you could possibly return 99.99, I cannot put 100% because it wouldn't allow me. So 99.99. So if you just put 1,950 a month, so how much return could you be? 24 million in 10 years, one-time millionaire, right? So how much could you reduce? Say I did $58, 99.99. Yeah, you just need to put $58 every month. If you could return 99.99%, so you will have been a millionaire in 10 years. That's very, very good, right? So if you just put $300, you know what? I don't want to change. I just want to learn stock investing, call option, put options, advanced option from you. How much would that change? I just put that $10 a day, 3.9 million. If you have just put, let's say, hey, how much would that be in 36 years? You know what? I have time. I'm still young, teenagers, 20 years old. So 36 years, that you're gonna be getting 267 trillion. So if time is on your side, you study stock investing, call option, put options, advanced option from me, then you could potentially make 267 trillion. So Warren Buffett started at 11. So that's why he's a billionaire. So it's very, very possible, right? So yeah, so you could always change this number to 10. And you know what? I'm gonna make 5,500. I'm gonna contribute because you are starting make so much money because of your education. Then 67 million in 10 years. That's quite a lot of money, right? That's quite a lot of money. Okay, you can get started right now. The link is gonna be described down below. Go to my YouTube channel, share, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.